Beautiful people, welcome to another episode of That's Ricky. I'm Ricky. Today I've got a special video about a topic that's dear to my heart. We're going to be getting into a little bit of poetry, a little bit of self-expression. I'm a person that has a history with addiction, that has tasted the rough, corny sands of addiction. And poetry was one of the mediums that I used to acknowledge, express, accept, and then eventually ascend out of this dark, dreary hole of addiction that still lives within me. And this poem that I'm going to share with you today touches on this subject. So generally speaking, I always wanted to be nice. I wanted to be the one that everyone liked. Maybe that sounds familiar to some of you. It was important to me that I didn't make people mad, and I always wanted to do the right thing. This poem speaks to this confusion. It speaks to the discipline that over time I developed to help overcome these bad habits, and it speaks to the difficulties of falling back into these holes and dragging myself out of them. I'm learning to transform these emotions into music. You see, this music makes sense of these emotions that often lead to so much confusion. I'm using music as a channel to channel new space in this confusing world that I live in. Don't say I shouldn't do it. Mama, don't be sorry that I'm using. You said don't do it, but I'm gonna go through it. I'ma do it, and I'ma do it. Even if it kills me, I'm still gonna do it. Because this world is just so damn confusing. And I'm ready to build a new. Mama, I'm learning to transform these emotions into music. Confusion, confusing, I need stability and movement. You can keep the car and house, all I need is my toolkit and this music. Mama, I'm using. Again and again, this discipline opens my world in the present tense and releases the veil of confusion. Mama, I'm using. But this time it's the music. You should hear the sound of my voice when the present tense becomes the channel through which my heart speaks through it. My God, it's this music. Where all the feelings of life are consumed in. I'm consumed in it. I danced with sorrow and confusion. Lost my honor and had the fuse lit. Held the dynamite in my own hands as the fuse sipped. Only to be woken at that moment by the gentle touch of the music. Life for me is about learning to love and accept what is within me and around me. And that's what I mean when I say that I'm learning to transform these emotions into music. Music is a metaphor for these feelings, these emotions that I have when I live in accordance with my values. For a long time, I lived in fear of me, in fear of what I would find inside of me, in fear of where my feelings, where my emotions would lead me. And I was stuck in a cage of fear with a veil of niceness. That was my life. And these mediums, poetry, yoga, meditation, compassionate communication, they help me to find a path back to the realness, back to the substance of life. And they showed me that I don't have to change me. It's not these these feelings that are confusing. It's not the people around me that's confusing. The confusion comes from being afraid to accept what is, what I'm feeling, and being afraid to look at where that connects to. And this realness, that's the music. I want to transform these emotions into this music, into this realness that lives inside me. I want to be me, and I want to be okay with me, regardless of what me looks like. And that is what I mean. I'm transforming these feelings that may be confusing into an understanding of who I am. They show me what I need, what's important to me, what do I long for, what do I have, what do I want. And I don't have to change me. I didn't have to change me to get out of this addiction. Yeah, it's still there. I fall into it. I drag myself out. But I accept me for who I am. And that is what this poem is about. I'm not changing the feelings. I'm accepting them. It's my perception of these feelings that is changing. When my perception of what's going on is transformed, all I hear is music. That's what I mean. Transforming these emotions into music. Observing my feelings, connecting with them, and allowing them to guide me deep inside of me to discover what is it that is the most important to me. Because these feelings are always connected to a deep longing deep within me. Thanks for watching. New video every Friday. Next week, get your discipline. Topic is discipline and self-care. How can we bring these two together? Live an optimized life and take care of ourselves at the same time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to say something, feel free to write it down in the comments below. If you want to be kept up to date with the new videos every Friday, feel free to subscribe. We'll see each other soon.